What's going on, Gemini? How are you doing? Hope you're doing super well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be a reading for February 2023. So in this reading, Gemini, we're going to take a look at your overall general energy for the month. We're going to take a look at some things you do not see coming. We're also going to get some advice from your angels and spirit guides and much more regarding February 2023. But before we begin this reading, Gemini, as always, I do want to take a moment to let you know that you are very welcome here in this space with me as we move through this reading, and I really do appreciate you in advance for taking the time to check this reading out. Now, if this general reading happens to resonate with you, Gemini, definitely smash that like button, subscribe down below if you have not already. That would be greatly appreciated over here, Gemini. So without further ado, I am going to pull the energy and we'll see what wants to come through for you for February 2023, Gemini. As always, I would like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination for the sign of Gemini. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and start this reading off for you with some pre-shuffled oracle cards from the universe. What energy do you need more of? Hey, bro, we got Master Jesus here. So choose to forgive in order to heal, Gemini. Father healing is possible at this time. You are on the path of light, love, and forgiveness. First thing coming through is forgiveness. I don't know if this is to do with a friend, or I don't know if this is to do with a lover. For a lot of you it is, or a family member, someone that you have a very deep spiritual, even spiritual connection with. There's an opportunity for you to really forgive them. And what the visual that I'm getting is like, especially for those of you, no matter who this person is, like, it's almost like you're wanting to squeeze a ball and like to have like orange juice come out of it, but every time you squeeze it, there's just like apple juice. So there's something about like realizing that people only have so much to give, and you may be wanting something. What I'm sensing is just like you may be wanting something from someone that because of their level of consciousness, they are literally incapable of doing. So when you really think about like getting mad or holding a grudge or a resentment towards someone, it is really the Maya, because people are only operating at their own level of consciousness, Gemini. Now, some of you are dealing with someone who is operating at a high level of consciousness, but they choose anyway to go from here to there consciously, and that's kind of like a different story, which they'll probably pay for later. But forgiveness, all right, for February. Now you also have Katumi, Cloak of Wisdom. You already know the answers that you seek and trust what you know. There is definitely a very clear decisiveness about what it is that your goals are in 2023 and even in February. There's a big building energy here, and you know exactly what you want. And that's one of the most key things that you can do in this life, is to know what you want. And for some of you, this is more objective, but you need to trust in that power. is what I'm getting very strongly. Like, don't let anyone like, suck you into drama. Knowing the power of what you want, mountains are going to move for you. And what I would suggest is don't be too specific with it. Because in my own life, Gemini, and this relates to your situation for February, I always knew, I just had this like knowing, I'm going to be a spiritual teacher to inspire millions of people. I'm going to be a spiritual leader inspiring millions of people. Now, I worked for like 10 years on that goal since I was 15. If I ever thought that I was going to be doing tarot, it would have never. So you don't know how it's going to come to fruition. But if you have this long-term goal in mind, that's very crucial for you, because you already know the answer that you seek. All right, in terms of what you want. Now you also have charity, prayer, and contemplation. Connect with heaven, Gemini. Ask and you shall receive. There is, I don't know, I'm just getting something about make it simple. Like this, and I'm really, and this is just an inspiring spread. But what I'm getting from this is this life is neutral, and it's as simple or as complicated as you want to make it. Now, of course, if you oversimplify to a certain degree, you're going to pay the price later. But in general, yes, reality is richly complex, but at its core, it is very simple. But because we live in a matrix where people try to hijack our souls, our minds, our bodies, our spirit, everything is being injected. Everything is just being, it's just everything is coming at us in this dimension. But if you simplify it and you go and you operate from core principles, core universal principles, and you operate your whole life based around that, nothing can touch you. It's like you're going off rubber. But if you get caught there's something about you getting caught in the minutia of like, oh, this little detail. Don't do that. Okay. Me? No. Yes. Okay. And yeah, it's almost like you're just being guided on this plan as well. I don't know. We're going to have to see as we clarify. Now, your opportunity, Gemini, for February is the King of Swords. I really feel like this is you being very decisive, you knowing what you want. It's more so, some of you may be connecting with an air sign. For some of you, Gemini, for those of you that are single, I do see there's an opportunity for an air sign coming in for you. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and they have that somewhere in their chart. But the challenge is they're coming in so hot that you may not know what to do with this, even though you're very attracted to them. Now, for others of you, Gemini, out there, this is more so you attacking life, attacking your goals. And there's also some sort of thing about you gaining energy from being disciplined. But for some of you out there, this, and especially like the ladies, or it doesn't really matter your gender even, but there is some sort of air sign who's very interested in you. Now, you could also be collaborating with an air sign, even if this is in business, and even if this is whoever this is. There's something about you knowing what you want, but then also there is some sort of Aquarius, Libra, Gemini floating around your field. Some of you, they want different things from you, but I am getting the challenges, they want something from you. This is either a boss at work, family member. For a lot of you, it's a new lover, someone trying to enter, but they want something very fast, and you're like, why do you want it so fast? Now, your overall general energy is the Empress, the Three of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands. Overall, this is a great frequency for February. I see a lot of things running harmoniously. As long as you do what you know you need to do. This is going to sound like the most cliche statement ever. But if you do the things that you know you should do when it comes to improving your life, like, it's not rocket science. It's more so discipline. Like, if you think I feel motivated every day, you're wrong. Anyone. It's not just me. It's like some days you just need to have discipline. And I feel like if you can do that, everything is just going to run smoothly for you, is what I'm getting. Now, if you don't do that, that's when things get a little bit dicey. But overall, Three of Pentacles, Empress, you're learning, you're improving your skills. I feel like you're improving your financial situation. And you also have this, Four of Wands. I do see like some sort of reunion or some sort of happy time with people, family, friends. But because you have this, some of you are dealing with a very deep soul connection in love. And you might... It's ironic because remember I talked about forgiving. It's almost like for some of you, as soon as you forgive this one person, then someone new pops in for you. So be aware of that. Now, when it comes, okay, what also was coming through in the beginning that I didn't really get to, Gemini, was there is something about a repeating pattern in your life. If you choose to not forgive someone, who has harmed you in business or who has harmed you in love. For most of you, it's love. This pattern is going to keep repeating. If you make a demon out of this person, it's just going to keep repeating. So in what you don't see coming, you have the Star, you have the Five of Swords, and the Ten of Wands here. I do feel like you're going to make a clean break from someone who really hurt you, especially in February. What you don't see coming, what I am getting for some of you, and this is not all of you, so you have to know who you are if you're dealing with someone kind of sketchy. So things are going great until they're not. Like, I'm honestly getting that. Like, someone makes one fatal move where your opportunity is the King of Swords. Cut them out. You know, don't let them hang around. Someone makes some fatal mistake where they cheat on you or they do something. Like, 'cause some of you, that's what you're dealing with here. Or just excessive flirting or doing something just to get under your skin. You must forgive them and then just move on. Because the Ten of Wands, the Five of Swords, and the Star, some of you, this is from the past. Some of you, this is the present moment happening, though. There's a lot of healing from deep wounding and trauma. We're going to have to clarify what this is about in a moment. But when it comes to your advice from your spirit guides, you really do need to go within here in February. You have the Hermit and you also have the Moon. This is you analyzing your own subconscious mind, Gemini. Why do things keep happening in my life? Why am I not doing the things that I know I should be doing? When you have a goal or you set out for something and you know what you should be doing, but you just can't do it, that's because you have certain parts within yourself that are against it. So some of the biggest work that you'll ever do in this life is something called parts work, where we think someone has multiple personality disorder, that they're just a quack because it's overt. Everyone has multiple personality disorder. And the key to manifestation is to get all of those different personalities on board so all of your energy is moving in the same direction. Part of what I see happening is here, you're like, you have many faces, but the more conscious you are, and as a Gemini, if you're still watching this, it's impossible for you to be unconscious, basically, unless everything's just going over your head. But what I'm saying is, the more conscious you are, the more parts that you have, the more complicated the fragmentation of these parts of you is. If you just have an average Joe blog walking down the streets who's nothing against you if you eat checkers, but who's just having checkers and is watching the game, he's probably got like 15, 20 different parts, maybe 5, depending on the level of consciousness. You Geminis out there, you literally have like 100 things that you need to work out. So there's some sort of deep work that you're going to be doing within yourself and getting all parts on board. And some of you are dealing with worthiness is now what I'm getting. Whatever the drama is, or whatever the forgiveness part of this reading is, like, there's something you need to know that you're worthy, and you have these like little parts of you that are still not sure of that, and so you keep getting a reflection of that. All right, this reading is just all over the place. All right, let's see why the King of Swords is here as your opportunity, Gemini. Why is the King of Swords your opportunity? I see a lot of productivity happening this month for you, a lot of good things. It's almost like someone's going to try to rain on your parade, though. It's almost like a lot's going good, but then that one person comes. Some of you believe this person to be a twin flame or a soulmate or something. This air sign. It doesn't have to be air, but they either have it in their chart or they're stubborn. King of Swords. It's almost like you're letting... I don't know, let's see. Why is the King of Swords here? Some of you want someone to be different than they are, and that's why I got the analogy. You just got to let it go. We always want what we cannot have. One more or two more. Why is the King of Swords here? Better get this reading moving on, don't we? Why is the King of Swords here for Gemini? And your opportunity. The King of Swords and your opportunity is clarified by the King of Cups, kind of coming out in reverse, the Hierophant, and also the Ace of Wands. For some of you, someone is rushing in and being like, hey, be my girlfriend, be my boyfriend. I don't even know you, but I want you. There's something about an opportunity for you to check someone at the door. Be like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Who are you? What do you want? You want my body? Okay, you're hot. I want yours, but we need to slow this down. something like that, because your opportunity is the Hierophant, the King of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. Now, I'm not even saying this is going to go bad. What I'm saying is there's an opportunity for commitment, there's an opportunity for love, and there's clearly an opportunity for some sort of new spark. For a lot of you, this is a new person that now someone else is still bothering you, or because it is related. The Queen of Wands is here. It is interesting, I will say, it is interesting that the Queen of Wands is here in your advice, and the opportunity is the Ace of Wands. So clearly there's some sort of fiery, passionate, raw energy in terms of a commitment that you have with someone, but I'm telling you there's something off about it. I'm telling you there's something in, like, it almost, okay, what I'm getting from this, okay, no matter who you are, it will resonate with you in February as you move through February. What I'm getting from this is there's something hidden that you're not seeing about a situation. For a lot of you, it's going to manifest in the terms of someone really wanting to be in a relationship with you. There's no red flags. It's a little bit of a subconscious red flag, but you go along with it anyway. Then when you get back to their house, you go into their closet and you realize that they have like an altar of you, and you open their closet and you're like, wait, is that a picture of me? And they're like, no, don't worry about that. You're like, wait, what? Or there's some sort of dead body in the closet, or there's some sort of horrific thing that just you didn't know, or there's a beautiful opportunity with someone, a King of Swords type figure, Hierophant, King of Cups, true love, all the passion is there. I mean, this is even a family. I mean, some of you with this person coming in February can even create a family with this person. It's good for work. But then, do you know what happens then to you? Those of you dealing with a new person, would they have no flaws? Someone else comes back. Yeah, and you're still sexually attracted to this person who's coming back. You are. Or this person just knows how to mess things up. The Five of Swords here, in what you don't see coming to the star, you need to be very watchful, Gemini, about someone trying to rain on your parade because they don't want to see you happy. There's someone around here, and that's why the whole forgiveness thing, there's someone toxic around you. You just need to forgive them. You need to get out because they don't want to see you with an upgrade. I honestly feel for a lot of you that are dealing with a toxic person in love, there's an upgrade in love. The problem is not only does some other energy around you, I'm getting an ex or someone that you've been recently dating, not only do they not want to see you go with this new person, but your own internal parts can't even resonate with it. So that's why you're going to be like, well, you're Mr. Perfect, you're everything I want, but I'm going to go hang out with this sleazeball and have a good time and then be back at square one. So these are things for you to honestly, I'm not like, listen, I'm not judging you about that. See, I could have me a good girl, but still be addicted to them Vegas rats. Did I really just say that? Oh, okay. All right. Let's see. And so it's honestly weird. I feel like I've been pulling in a weird energy all day. Not like a weird energy, but just almost like I'm channeling a different entity. Go watch the Aquarius. Go watch the Libra readings. I don't know what's going on right now, but it's just the cosmos, isn't it? Okay. So let's see why the Knight of Swords is your challenge, because something happens quick. Once again, in February, it seems like everything's going great, and then I'm telling you there's a test from the universe, right? You have the star right next to the Five of Swords, and you have the Ten of Wands. What I'm getting from this as well is that there's some sort of challenge that comes to you. It's very fast, and you're almost at a precipice where you make a split decision that then influences your timeline for a long time. What I'm getting from this is some of you that really want to improve, that really want to level up, you have the opportunity in front of your face. The opportunity here. Depending on how you deal with this adversity or even a temptation. I'm almost getting temptation. Some of you that are very in a happy commitment, everything's going smooth until that temptation, that ex comes back, that opportunity presents itself for you to do something that would not sit well with your conscience. And the challenge is it's just so fast that you're like, hey, it's just fast, you know what I mean? Like, don't worry about it. And then you're forever. It's just, I don't know what's going on. It just seems like the universe is going to throw you a monkey wrench in February when everything's going smooth. Mark my words. Let's see why the Knight of Swords is here, Gemini, in your challenge. Yeah. Man. Yeah, there's something going on with this Knight of Swords, King of Swords thing. And the Five of Swords at the start. I mean, yeah, the Knight of Swords in your challenge is clarified by the Four of Cups, the Three of Swords, and also the Judgment card, okay? So your biggest challenge is to reject some sort of past energy or to not ignore the red flags. What I'm getting from this is mainly it is something about taking your time as well, not wanting to have your heart broken, because there's something weird going on in the energy. Once again, it's almost like rising sign versus moon or sun. On the outside, to the outside world, you're going to be making progress. There's some sort of amazing opportunity. Everyone can see it around you. But in your own internal world, this either has to do with someone that you haven't got over, that, or someone that comes out of the blue, or there's just some sort of weird thing that happens, or someone makes an advance. Once again, you go back to their house. You're in my house. It's great. And then you realize I have an altar of you. And so you're like, oh. Well, that's a nice gesture. I mean, in general, no one's ever made an altar for me, so thank you. But what does this mean? Because there is no meaning. Because we are alive. So there's something that happens very quick, and it kind of throws you off. I feel like this is an X coming. For most of you, this is someone that your energy is still tied up to, that when you have a new opportunity, no. And then you take the bait because you're a Vegas person, and then you just go. So that being said, I know I didn't clarify any of the main reading, but I feel like I've honestly said everything that I needed to say, and you need to just be aware of this quickening, this surface level, whatever is going on. So with that being said, I'm going to conclude this reading, Gemini. I hope that this provided you clarity and insight, and I will talk to you next time. This is your Autistic Mystic.